Deliveries of new F-35s have been on hold for almost 2 months now, since that very alarming F-35B mishap in Fort Worth. Engine deliveries, deliveries of new engines, I should say, were also put on hold towards the end of December. Are you and your subcommittee, are you concerned about this, and what are you doing to exercise oversight of this?
Listen, we're always concerned when there are challenges with an aircraft, especially when it comes to safety. So yes, we are concerned. What we want to do is to discover what is the Air Force and Lockheed doing to address the problem. It really is an engine vibration issue there. I think that the engineering staffs, both of the Air Force and Lockheed, have come up with a solution. They're putting that in place. Again, just met yesterday with the F-35 Joint Program Office director, getting a laydown about where they are, what's happening with production. The good news is production continues to take place. They are, though, getting right to the point of having to make sure that they have the solution place set, because if they don't, it can then affect production. Simply put, there was a problem with the high pressure fuel delivery system there. I think the initial engineering elements of that took into consideration what they thought would be the scenarios. Like anything else, that engine being in a very confined space is a very dynamic environment. And this was one of those instances that it wasn't an expectation that this would happen. The good news is the Air Force and the contractor, Lockheed, did their due diligence to discover what the issues were there and to make sure they gathered the data to make sure they put in place a proper solution. So I'm very confident that they have properly identified the problem and that their solution set that they're going to put in place will solve the problem. And I think they're doing the adequate testing to make sure that their solution does indeed avoid this particular situation in the future.
Is the solution a remedy that seeks to kind of dampen or mitigate the vibrations you referred to?
Yeah, there are a couple of different things. You know, there's the element of physics that you deal with vibration in that very dynamic environment, and there are different ways that you can do it. I think they're putting in place a combination of those things. I don't want to get into the absolute nitty-gritty details of that because I don't want to miss something or misportray it. But ultimately, there are engineering solutions that help dampen vibrations that can do other things as far as separation or elements to assure that you don't have that fuel line issue that they've experienced.
When do you think that solution is going to be in place?
Our understanding with our meeting yesterday is it should be in hand any day now.
So perhaps later in February?
Yeah, that's my understanding. And again, I want to make sure too that I'm not in any way inaccurately portraying the time frame with that. You know, there's the element of the solution to the problem and then making sure you have a setup for manufacturing solutions, because you have to go back and retrofit these aircraft and then put the solution set into the production line. So all those elements are separate from the actual solution itself. So those things will take place sequentially, but I believe that the Air Force and Lockheed have the solution set in hand, which is the key. And then the element is how do they incorporate that into existing aircraft and aircraft that are on the assembly line now.